So yeah, I walked by a TV and had Andrew Womack talking on there, and he's pretty much, I haven't checked him out lately to see if he's teaching the truth or not, but he's the only one I've ever remember talking about walking in the Spirit. Most people don't even know what it means because they're still under law. To get the mindset of Spirit walking, you have to just stay in Galatians and stay in Romans 8. You have to understand Romans 6, 7, and 8. You really have to meditate on it and ask God, because it's hard to see it. It's hard to see it because you're surrounded by flesh creatures, even in the church. And since I'm talking about that, the flesh creatures are predictable. They're all predictable. They're all running on the same program. They are all running on the same program. They're all running on the same program. And so you already know not to yoke up with them, not to be around them too much, and not to expect much from them, because they're not able to change, because they're controlled by the devil, the devil's system. The Bible makes it clear that after the devil's bound for 1,000 years, we have peace, but then when he's loosed after that, he stirs up the kings of the earth to attack the camp of the saints, right? So the spirit of the air, the demons, the fallen archons, they pretty much control what people are, the music, the TV, the media, pretty much tells people to talk about the flesh, talk about the world, talk about pride. The world, the flesh, and the pride of life. That's what they're stuck on. Some of them are just flesh. They just want to satisfy the flesh. Some of them are stuck in image, pride. Some of them are stuck in the world. They want worldly stuff. They want to be seen by others is the pride. You know, he waters the Andrew guy. He waters his stuff down for the common person, but I'm not here to water stuff down for people. I'm here to push them higher. Spent my whole life being surrounded by people who were watering down the truth. Yeah, they might preach faith alone and eternal security, but they stop there. They don't go to the next level. The average person can't even hear faith alone. They can't hear eternal security. They don't really care. They're worried about their job, their car, their daily repeat simulation, you know. And how come they can't, you know, before I knew it was a simulation, because nobody around you talks about it. I said, something ain't right. The same stuff's happening over and over. But I didn't see it like I see it now. And it's like, I couldn't understand. Everybody was talking about time being linear and all that. I couldn't understand why the way people, even in church, were contradicting what was actually right in front of them, you know. But anyway, God revealed it to me, and it was already in the Bible. Nothing new under the sun. Even I heard preachers say nothing new under the sun, but they really didn't take it to the nth degree. They didn't really meditate on what that means, you know. And also the verse about what shall be has been, what has been shall be. They didn't take it to the nth degree and try to figure out how it applies on a daily basis. Nobody talked about it. Some of the New Age people could see some of the simulation, but we know that it all points to Jesus, and they always pointed to themselves as being gods. They can manipulate their reality and be their own God. But it's God's reality. It's God's creation. The New Age people end up worshiping themselves because they learn how to use the repeat like a farmer. Yeah, you can use the repeat like a farmer, but if you're a farmer in the natural, then it's God's dirt. If you're a farmer in the spiritual, in the simulation, it's God's simulation. If you are a farmer, it's not because you're anything special. It's just God's creation. Be fruitful and multiply. And that applies across the board. That would apply emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, health. You already know what's going to happen when you eat McDonald's. You're not going to feel good, but you keep doing it. Break the simulation, break the pattern. Break the pattern. Some patterns you can break really easy. Some of them you might have to pray and fast. Break the pattern, people. If you keep, I always kept getting yoked up with these Jezebel women until it finally dawned on me. I had a sister in Christ say, you got to you either go around the mountain or you break it. I said, yeah, you're right. So I broke the pattern. But how did I break the pattern? I had to realize the way I broke the pattern is I realized when I was a child, I was trying to, you try to save somebody in your family. If I was trying to rescue my mom, that pattern, I'm not Jesus, that was idolatry. Can't rescue nobody. One second. If you got somebody going down the path of destruction and you think you can rescue them, that's trying to play God. But that pattern was created even as a child, and that the witches know that. And that's why the Jezebels know it. And that's why they try to pull you in that way. So if it's a woman, you might be trying to rescue a family member or your dad or something, and you have daddy issues. Until you face that, you're going to keep repeating the cycle.